Welcome class 7. Today's topic is brackets. So firstly we'll learn about different types of brackets. There are four types of brackets, namely bar bracket or vinculum, which looks like a straight line on top of numbers or algebraic terms. The other one is a circular bracket, okay, which we usually use. Third one is a curly bracket or curly brackets, so it looks like this. And the fourth one is the square brackets or the big brackets. Okay, so how we use this kind of brackets? So here, enclose within the bracket as required. So here is an example how we use the brackets. Okay, so let's say that there is an expression a plus b minus c plus d, and we need to write it in terms of a plus within the bracket. These terms should be within the bracket over here. So how do you enclose these terms inside the bracket when it's a positive sign in front of them? So if there is a positive sign in front of a bracket, then then the remaining terms which is left out in the expression, these terms will get inside the bracket as it is. So if there is a plus sign, then there will be no change in sign of the terms which is supposed to get inside the bracket. So here the terms b, c and d will enter inside the bracket. If there is plus sign, then there will be no change in the sign of these terms. So b minus c plus d will enter inside the bracket or will be enclosed within the bracket without any change in their sign. But if the same expression is to be enclosed in this way, where there is a minus sign in front, see over here a plus b is there, but minus from here, these two terms need to enter the bracket, okay, but minus sign is there. So when there is minus sign and you have to enclose the expression within the bracket, then the remaining terms will have change in the sign. So minus c becomes plus c inside the bracket and plus d will become minus d inside the bracket, like this. So c becomes positive, there is no sign, that means it's positive, and d becomes minus. So here the change in sign takes place if there is a minus sign in front of the bracket. Similarly, here is an expression, and this expression has a minus sign again in front. So the remaining terms like y, m, n and p, when it enters or gets enclosed within the bracket, all of their signs will change. So minus y becomes plus y or simply y, plus m becomes minus m, minus n becomes plus n, minus p becomes plus p. And this is how we enclose the given terms inside the bracket. Remember, if there is a plus sign in front of the bracket, then there is no change in the sign of the terms inside the bracket. And if there is a negative sign or minus sign in front of the bracket, then there will be the change in the signs of the terms which goes inside the bracket. So here all these signs are changed from the given expression. So let's discuss some of the problems from exercise 11F, which is we have to simplify. So question number 6 I have taken, where it is 2x minus x plus 2y minus z. Here we need to simplify it. So when you have to simplify, always try to simplify within the bracket first. So here within the bracket, all the terms are different, means all the terms are unlike terms. So it cannot be simplified inside the bracket. So the next step that we do is remove the bracket. And while removing also, you have to check what is the sign in front of the bracket. If it is plus sign, then there is no change in the sign of these terms which is inside the bracket. But if there is minus sign, that means all the signs of these terms which is inside the bracket will change. So here, so opening the bracket, this minus will change the sign inside the of the terms inside the bracket. So x becomes minus x, plus 2y becomes minus 2y, minus z becomes plus z. So here 2x and minus x are the like terms with different signs. So different signs we subtract. So 2x minus x gives us x, minus 2y comes out as it is because it has no other like terms, and similarly plus z also without any like terms comes out as it is. So x minus 2y plus z becomes the required answer. Next question is question number 8. Here 9x minus, within the bracket, minus 4x plus 5 is given. Within the bracket, 4x and 5 cannot be simplified because they are unlike terms. So we open the bracket by changing the sign because there is a minus sign in front of the bracket. So minus 4x becomes plus 4x, plus 5 becomes minus 5. Alright. Now 9x plus 4x, if you simplify it, it will be equal to 13x because of the same signs we add. So 13x and minus 5 comes out as it is, and this is the required answer. Next is question number 21. Here it is 3x plus 4x minus 6x minus 3 within the bracket and the bracket close. So here 6x minus 3 which is inside the bracket needs to be simplified first. I have shown the small bracket using the green color. Alright. So within the bracket this cannot be simplified. So we open the bracket, and since there is a minus sign over here, so the sign of these terms will change. So in the next step, see, 6x becomes minus 6x and minus 3 becomes plus 3, and all the rest of the terms are as it is. Now within this square bracket, 4x minus 6x can be simplified as, different signs subtract. So minus 2x is obtained, and 3x plus minus 2x plus 3 is we obtain in the third step. So next we will remove this bracket, and since there is a plus sign, there will be no change in the sign. So here minus 2x comes out as it is and plus 3 comes out as it is. So 3x minus 2x, when you simplify it, you will get plus x and plus 3. So x plus 3 is the required answer. Lastly, question number 33 is there. 10 minus 4a minus 7 minus a minus 5. This is the vinculum or a bar bracket on top of a minus 5. This means that a minus 5 is inside the bracket. Minus 5a minus 1 plus a, which is inside the bar bracket. So 1 plus a is inside the bar bracket. If the sign is not included, then here the sign minus is not included inside. So here the bar bracket starts from on top of 1 and on top of a. Okay, so this means minus sign in front of the vinculum and minus sign in front of this vinculum. So firstly we'll remove this bracket, okay, that is the vinculum or the bar bracket, and there is a minus sign, so we'll change the sign in both the cases out here. So 10 minus 4a minus 7 minus a plus 5. So here the sign changes. Okay, minus 1 plus a becomes minus a. Now here also there is no simplification possible because minus a is, there are no like terms. Okay, 5a and minus a can be simplified, which is equal to 4a, and this minus sign out here, when you open the bracket, this sign changes. Minus 7 plus a minus 5 and minus 5a minus 1 minus a is 5a minus a is 4a and minus 1. In the next step, we'll simplify it further. So 4a plus a is 5a, minus 7 and minus 5 is minus 12, and minus 4a and minus into minus is plus 1. Now here 5a and 4a can be simplified, like 5a minus 4a is a, and minus 12 plus 1 is minus 11. Now we remove the curly bracket and change the sign because there is a minus sign over here. So minus a and plus 11. Now 10 and 11 can be simplified as like terms, which is equal to 21, and minus a is the left out. So 21 minus a is the required answer.